The MMA world is on fire. Sean Strickland goes off on Khamzat Chimaev. Paul Hughes claps back at Conor McGregor. A fan takes a body shot from Israel Adesanya. Plus, Jiri Prohaska throws a wild party and DDP calls out Islam Makhachev. Let's get into it.
Actually not, I wasn't offended at all. And, now a lot of people in Ireland, especially in the north of Ireland, will be couldn't be any more deeply offended as the thing he said. But I'm not actually offended or didn't take it personally at all, because it sounds bad, but it just seems like it's another day in his life of being just tweeting madness.
Paul Hughes and Conor McGregor just had a fiery exchange, and fans are buzzing. It all started after Hughes' fight at PFL Championship 1 in Dubai. He was seen chatting with Khabib Nurmagomedov and said, "I'm not like the other guy. I'm my own man." Many took this as a subtle dig at McGregor. Of course, McGregor didn't let it slide. He fired back on social media, blasting Hughes for associating with Khabib's camp. His response, brutal. He questioned Hughes' Irish identity and wrote, "Too right you're not. Get that flag off you, you little know what you are. See from up there." Classic McGregor, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Hughes didn't take the bait. Instead of throwing insults, he responded with pure class. He praised McGregor, saying, "I've always paid Conor homage. He's the greatest to ever do it." But he also admitted he doesn't take McGregor's words seriously anymore, adding, which honestly is kind of a sad thing. That response, it made Hughes look cool, calm, and collected, while McGregor came off as aggressive. The whole exchange says a lot. McGregor is still the king of trash talk, but Hughes just proved that sometimes silence or a respectful clapback is the real power move.
Leash gets fucking too tight, you flee to another fucking country, and then you start doing crypto scams. Then, dude, yeah, get your mind fight, you can fight, dude, but you're not a fucking man.
Sean Strickland is never one to hold back, and his latest target? Khamzat Chimaev. In a recent interview, Strickland went off, saying Khamzat is not a man. He didn't stop there. He questioned Chimaev's character and even called out his connections to controversial figures. Strickland also made it clear he thinks Chimaev's rise in the UFC is overhyped. Who has he really fought, he asked, suggesting Chimaev hasn't faced enough top-level competition to deserve his spot. Fans are split. Some love Strickland's raw, unfiltered style, saying he speaks the truth. Others think he's just stirring the pot for attention. Meanwhile, Chimaev's supporters argue his undefeated record speaks for itself. So, what does this all mean for the middleweight division? Well, Strickland's big mouth keeps him relevant, which could land him more high-profile fights, but running his mouth could also backfire. For Chimaev, this just adds fuel to the fire. He'll want to prove he's the real deal. Could these two actually face off in the octagon? With this much tension, a fight between them would be must-see TV. One thing's for sure, this rivalry is far from over. Israel Adesanya is known for his flashy style and charismatic personality, but recently he took his fan interaction to another level. During a promotional event in Saudi Arabia, Adesanya invited fitness influencer Sam McCarthy to experience what it feels like to take a liver shot from the UFC middleweight champion. Yep, you read that. In the video, Adesanya throws a clean, powerful body shot that makes a loud cracking sound. You can hear the impact, and it's enough to make anyone flinch just watching. But McCarthy, he barely flinches. Instead, he stands tall, showing off his tough core as Adesanya praises him with "strong man, solid core." It's a wild moment, and the crowd can't believe what they're seeing. While it's clear McCarthy volunteered for this moment, it does raise some important questions about safety. Even though this was a controlled environment and the fan was prepared, a liver shot can be dangerous. These strikes target one of the most vulnerable areas in the body, and the risk of injury is real. In fact, some fans have taken issue with the ethics of these interactions, wondering if it's too risky for fighters to throw strikes, even on willing participants. But in McCarthy's case, he seems to handle it like a champ. However, it's worth noting that this could have gone wrong. Fighters like Adesanya need to be careful when engaging in such physical demonstrations, ensuring the safety of their fans. This viral moment was fun for fans, but it also reminds us that sometimes things can get a little too real when fans mix it up with fighters. Jiří Procházka just proved that he's not only a beast in the octagon, but also knows how to throw a good celebration. After his huge victory at UFC 311, Procházka shared a heartfelt and fun moment with Jamahal Hill, the fighter he defeated. Instead of letting the spotlight be all about him, Jiří showed real sportsmanship. The two met up at a bar post-fight, and to everyone's surprise, they shared a glass of vodka together, showing mutual respect and a strong connection despite the fierce competition.
Oh, I took a two crazy guy from my village to here to see this event, and they are here. And today I will bring them to my hotel, and they will see something.
But that's not all. Procházka's celebration wasn't just about a drink. He kept it real by inviting two close friends from his village to join in on the fun. It was a reminder that no matter how big he gets, he stays grounded and connected to his roots. In an interview, Procházka joked about his unconventional way of celebrating the victory, cracking fans up with his humor. His down-to-earth personality shines through, and that's what has fans and the media loving him even more. People are loving how humble he is. In a world where athletes can sometimes get lost in their personas, Procházka stays true to himself. His celebration wasn't just about victory, it was about showing gratitude, humility, and a reminder that the fight community is about respect and camaraderie. Procházka's celebration is a win in its own right.
That's what I'm getting at. I don't care how good you are. He obviously trains with 185ers in his gym. He trains with, so he knows that he doesn't train against me. Believe me.
Dricus du Plessis isn't holding back when it comes to his thoughts on Islam Makhachev possibly moving up to the middleweight division. The UFC middleweight contender recently made waves with a bold statement, saying that if Makhachev steps into his weight class, he'd simply overpower him.
Just overpower him. That's what I think. Yeah. You know, it makes a massive difference. He's a big lightweight, but I'm a big middleweight. Yeah. There's a big difference between them.
Du Plessis is clearly confident about the size difference between the two fighters. He pointed out that while Makhachev is a lightweight, he's a much bigger middleweight, which would give him a huge advantage. In his own words, he emphasized the big difference in their weight and strength. It's an interesting take given Makhachev's already dominant reign in the lightweight division. As of now, Makhachev hasn't publicly responded to du Plessis' comments, but his aspirations to be a champion in two divisions, are well known. That means down the line, he might want to test his skills in a higher weight class. Fans and analysts are already buzzing about the possibility of a future fight between the two. If Makhachev does make the move to middleweight, it'll be fascinating to see if he can match du Plessis' power and size. But for now, du Plessis is focusing on his own journey, especially with a potential showdown against Strickland coming up. What a ride through the MMA world. Strickland's fiery comments, Hughes' classy clapback, Adesanya's body shot, Procházka's celebration, and du Plessis' bold challenge to Makhachev. This drama is just heating up. Like, share, and subscribe for more.